It's so nice and cool in here. Oh, welcome back to City Scene. Greg Needham with us at Sheppard Library. How are you, Greg?
Hi, great to see you, Steve. Thanks for coming back.
Was my snoring bothering people here?
I didn't hear any snoring.
We just got done shooting out at the splash point, and it's hot out there. Wasn't able to jump in the water. It's nice and cool inside the library. We love coming to the library.
Great, great. Yeah, it's a comfortable, cozy place to be. We've got air conditioning and just had those chairs recovered. Yeah.
I was going to ask if these were new chairs. I don't remember these being here.
Nope, they've been here forever, but we've just had them recovered, so really nicely done.
That's great. Now you guys got a lot of changes since the last time we came out here.
Oh yeah, time flies. So a lot of excitement, a lot of things to share. So glad to tell you.
Well, should we get up and walk around? I guess if I'm not holding on to a book, it's probably kind of silly to just sit here in the library, right?
Somebody else will want this spot, right? Yeah,
well, let's go in that room over there.
Sure.
Okay? Yeah. Greg, the lobby looks great in here, but this, what do you call this room of books?
Yeah, these are nonfiction stacks. This area has been here for a really long time. A lot of people have used the space, and they'll know until recently it was really kind of dark and dim in here. It was kind of hot and stuffy.
I was going to say, it looks different.
It does.
It looks even different from upstairs.
Yep, upstairs has normal sort of modern fluorescent lighting. What we had in here before was really sort of more prototype fluorescence that they developed in the 30s and 40s. They made a lot of heat, okay?
You say prototype, and it was made in the 30s,
Yeah.
so we've been using that same technology for...
T12 fluorescent lights were used in the 30s and 40s, yeah, and so we had those. They lasted, they worked great, but they made heat. They didn't make that much light. They weren't that efficient, so they used a lot of electricity. The bulbs are really expensive, and so what does this have to do with library? Well, if we can spend less on electricity, more on books and services, then we want to be efficient and do that. And also, it was dark in here. Now it's nice and bright. It's beautiful. You can see, and it's easier to keep cool because these bulbs don't make any heat. So.
I got to say, it's more welcoming in here, and as I get older, my eyes aren't maybe doing so great. It's easier to see things in this room and to pick up books. So it's nice from an aesthetic point of view. But you're saying the cost savings is good too.
Oh yeah, these only use a third of the power, so it's really significant. Yeah, it's awesome. Our director emeritus, Willie Nelms, came through the other day and saw these, and he came and found me and said, "Wow, what did you do? This is great." You know, so he knew about the lighting was older. Now it's newer. It'll save us a lot of money going forward, which is great. We'll use that another way. So yeah, that's one upgrade. Lots else going on though to talk about.
All right, well, where do you want to go next?
Let's go back out toward the circulation desk.
Okay. You know, Greg, you got a lot of computers here, but I see the out of order signs. What's up with that?
Yeah, there are quite a few out of order signs. Now you'll recall that we've replaced at the library branches all of the public computers in the last 4 years with federal grants and Friends money. So that's where a lot of the people are. They're out using those one-year-old computers that are all up to date, you know, newest software and everything. Here at the main library, these computers are 8 years old, okay? So a lot of them are out of order. They're in heavy use. You know, we have 250,000 public computer uses a year. They get burned up. But we just were awarded a grant, and I have to say this now, and every bit of publicity that we do on this grant. It's a federal Library Services and Technology Act grant through the Federal Institute of Museum and Library Services, administered by the State Library of North Carolina, a division of the Department of Cultural Resources. And that's your red tape.
Did you have to memorize that, or is it like on a little card?
It's on a card in my pocket.
Excellent.
Okay, but I read it first and committed it to memory. Then the Friends of the Library provide the funding. So we have those book sales with the wonderful Friends.
Right.
So there's $50,000 of federal grant money, $12,500 of Friends money. It's not costing local government anything. So when we're going through the summer, we'll be replacing all of these 57 public computers at the main library with brand new, state-of-the-art, great computers. They'll have Windows 7 and everything that people need. And then in this grant, we've got a partnership with the literacy volunteers of Pitt County that we're going to be starting. So by the time we'll get all of the computers installed, when we get to the fall, literacy volunteers are going to we're going to set up classes for basic computer skills and also their career readiness certificate that they do, so jobs related skills. And we're going to be able to offer free classes to the public here at the main library. Wow. And the literacy volunteers as a partner are providing the instructors. This is sort of following on, the pilot for this was a partnership with the Health Sciences Library, Health Sciences Library at ECU, and they send their outreach librarians to do a program that they call Healthier You. So they come here and do classes and teach people how to find good health-related information on the internet from the National Library of Medicine and things like that. Gotcha. And they know how to search. So they're not Googling their diabetes. they're looking for really well-grounded, good information you can trust.
Yeah, because if you just Google diabetes, you're going to find out that it causes all sorts of things like, who knows, cancers, it causes your house to fall apart. And,
well, first of all, you have 60 million hits would be the first thing.
Right.
How do you even sort that, you know? And you want to find something that really is trustworthy. So that was a great pilot. Now we're expanding the partnerships. We're getting more other partners involved. Who knows where we'll go with what we'll be able to offer. I look forward to maybe doing local history and genealogy classes, that sort of thing, as we get this going. But a little bit of time. We've got to get the computers replaced, get the labs set up. A lot of the classes will happen in the other side, okay? Where
it's like a little more quiet.
Yeah, it's a little enclosed, yeah. So that's our quiet computer area now. So this is a fabulous project about to happen. That's why there aren't a lot of people on these computers. They're at the branches using the new ones. When we get into July and August, we'll get the new ones in here.
That makes sense. You got other technology upgrades I know that I've seen happening in the past little while.
Oh,
in fact,
yeah.
You got the self-checkout. This is a big thing that you've had for a little while here, but you've pushed it out to the branches, right?
Just about to go, yeah. So this was a grant from several years ago here at the main library. Actually right before I came. So another part of the legacy of Willie Nelms, okay, was that big federal grant for RFID, radio frequency identification technology at the main library. Now we've got a grant that's this year, same thing that I won't read again.
I was going to ask who it was.
Federal grant money and Friends money let us put that at the branches. And so we're now installing everything, and over the course of the summer they'll have self-checkout at the branch libraries and the more efficient staff checkout, capability to do inventory with a handheld unit, a lot of wonderful things that'll make a cleaner, better library. So
you got a couple of books. Why don't you go ahead and just show us how to use those here?
It's super easy, okay. I scan my library card, I take my books, I just put them both up there at the same time.
All stack.
Yeah, it's going to be when they turn green, they're checked out, I'm good to go. I think I'd like a receipt, okay, so there it is. It tells me when they're due, right?
And
so now he took my... Oh no.
Apple Dumpling Gang.
Yeah, scan my card again.
Let's go set it in there.
Oh wait, it didn't take the card.
It didn't take the card.
For some reason. There you go.
Great.
Ta-da. If you want
Thanks.
the receipt, press the continue, and it'll return that on time, or else,
I can do that.
I know where to find you. So
It can't be Don Knotts and Tim Conway for great summer fun.
terrific. That's a lot of life lessons in that film. Great movie. Oh yeah.
Love that. I noticed some other technology, the big TV back here with all the screens on it.
Since you were here last, we installed security cameras at Main East and Carver, and so in strategic places we have these cameras. They're very unobtrusive, but it enables us to monitor and make sure that everything is nice and safe and secure. This is really how we stopped people from smoking at the entrances to the libraries. They used to still do it, even though there are signs up everywhere, don't smoke at the entrance to the library. And they would still do it, and by the time a librarian got down there after a complaint, the person was already gone. Now we see them, the librarian sees it, talks to the person through this microphone and says, excuse me, smoking's not allowed at the library entrance, please move off to the sidewalk, that sort of thing. And that's actually solved it, so it's wonderful.
That's great.
And if there's ever any issue, we've got footage that we can give the police if they needed to stop someone who shoplifted books or whatever it was.
It's a safe library, it just makes it even more safe.
Oh yeah, so it's unobtrusive. People see this and they know, it's in place, it's a safe, really safe environment.
Okay.
So,
now, what if I keep this DVD out too long and I've got to pay a fine? You got some new ways to take care of that, right?
Now you're owing on it, yeah. So before you had to come in and pay with cash or check.
Right.
Okay, that's really not what everybody wants to do.
Now I don't carry cash anymore. My wife doesn't let me have it.
Yeah. So at the main library, we now have the Square, which takes Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. Where is that true? That it takes all four kinds, right?
That's awesome.
So staff come in here and select whatever it is that you just did. You got to pay a fine. They'll swipe your card gets swiped. You get your receipt, and you're done. Okay, and we're going to be rolling this out at the branches as well coming up shortly. So yeah, we're getting. The library started in August of 1930. Sheppard opened up in April of 2014. We started taking debit and credit. So
it's about time.
Yeah, we're getting there, right? So
that's pretty cool.
Improving every way we can possibly think of. So yeah, a lot of exciting technology. Again, we're doing inventory and cleaning up the collection, which is great. The catalog will be more accurate. People find what they're looking for more easily. There's reader's advisory built into the catalog now. So if you go in and look, and you've checked out some books, it'll say, hey, you looked for this book. You might also like these. It'll make suggestions like Amazon or something would do. So a lot of ways that we're doing little things that will help people get better and more use out of the library, enjoy it more. We also upgraded the air conditioning controls, so it's more comfortable everywhere.
It does
You
feel very
noticed
nice.
when you came
Yes.
in, right?
I was enjoying that when you came up to me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also now have a teen librarian, an exciting teen program. And we ought to go try to find Cassandra and talk to her for a minute.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
should be in the teen area.
All right, so this looks like teen reader advisory.
This could be the teen area. Yeah.
Teen area.
this
And you
is
have a
it.
teen librarian. When did that start?
It's been this past year that we hired Cassandra. She's the teen/young adult librarian.
That's great. That's a nice transition because I know my kids were here a lot with the kids librarians, but I
yeah.
guess that fills that void out there.
It's so exciting because, yeah, these kids come in, they're preschool age, they go up through all this wonderful programming, summer reading program every summer, and then if there's not something for them what happens when they're 12, 13, you don't want to lose them, you want to keep them reading and everything else. So
Right.
you put this teen programming, young adult programming in place, they stay on fire for reading, they keep on sharing that throughout the community, it's really, really is exciting. So this is some of the best work we're doing.
So where is she?
Cassandra, she's around here someplace. There we go.
Oh, hey, Cassandra, Steve Hawley.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on City Scene. I got to ask, what's the reaction you get from kids as a teen librarian, and what's different from being a children's librarian?
Well, the first thing I did when I started doing a teen library program was start with teen reader advisory, and that means we put out some ads and said any teens who are interested in having a say in what we do here are welcome to come, and that has grown, and I have a large group, probably about 20 kids that come, and they come up with great ideas and talk about books, and yeah, so that's been really, really good. And then when we've had programs, we've advertised those, and they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And our last one, we had about 60 kids at a park last weekend
Wow.
to kick off the summer reading program.
That's amazing. Now I see you've got what looks like children's writing here around all the books and recommendations, I guess, right? So I'm guessing that's from your group that you pulled together.
The Teen Reader Advisory, these are books that they recommend, and we're trying to encourage anybody who comes and who reads YA books to write us a recommendation, and we're going to put them along those walls so that other people feel like they're contributing and their voice is heard. So
That's kind of neat. Obviously, you're having a great reaction. If you got 60 kids to turn out, teenagers at that, to
Right.
turn out for one of these things, that's amazing. Wow. Okay. Well, we got other stuff going on. Thank you very much, Cassandra. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, so I know Amber Winstead's around here somewhere. Either Amber or Phyllis are always around doing the kid stuff, Greg, and one of my favorite books. Oh, you never know when she's going to pop up. Amber, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. Thanks for coming on. I love this book.
Yes, it's a great book.
All of the If You Give a Mouse or whatever's.
Yes, you can give them all kinds of stuff.
Well, what's going on in the children's library this summer?
Well, we are starting out with summer reading program, and it actually started this past Monday, and it will be going on all the way through August 1st. And so we have lots of kids coming in and joining our summer reading program.
That's cool. Now, this is our Summer Spectacular show.
Yes.
Starts at the very end of June. It's going to run through July. If they're already signing up in the beginning of June, can they still come in and sign up?
Yes, you can sign up all summer long. Anytime you come into the library, you can sign up all the way to the last day, August 1st.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What else you got going on?
Well, we've got story time starting next week, the week of June 16th, and they will be running all through July. And so if you've got toddlers, preschoolers, school-age kids, you can bring them in. We also have special programs that are going to be going on, craft programs, family programs, special events, and so you can come on in and join all of those.
That's neat. Now, are you going to have I know you used to do the late night readings once in a while, and I say late night, it's like 7 o'clock. or
Yes,
something
7
like the
o'clock.
bedtime.
Yes. We'll actually be doing family programs at night. And so some of them
Good.
will have reading, some of them will have experiments, some of them are going to have spy camp. We're going to have all kinds of things like that.
Spy camp.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
That's
What's
going to
that
be
about?
fun. That's going to be coming in and just learning how to explore your world through being a spy.
So it's not spying on your little sister or your big
No,
sister.
it's not. It's spying on the world around you.
Well, that could be cool too, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe you could apply those same
You
principles
could.
to spying
You
on
could
your big
still
sister.
do that. You could still use it.
Yeah, I like that. Now, are you guys taking the bookmobile out during the summer as well?
Yes, actually, our bookmobile driver, Hilliard, he will be going out all summer long, making stops, some at different child care centers, and also all over the county. And so I'll also be going out with outreach and doing things all over the county at child care centers as well.
That's cool. Now, do you have children's book at the East Branch and at Carver as well, or is it primarily here?
Nope, it's actually at every branch, so you can go out to whatever branch you're closest to. It's the same program, we're all connected, and just wherever you like to go, that's where you can check out your books and read your books. And if you'd like to check them out from another library, that's all right too.
And you can return them here.
Yes, you can.
We love that. And I love cooking.
Good.
It would be nice to have a cookie, wouldn't it? Maybe
We could go get one.
Maybe Greg will buy some cookies.
All right, let's go.
Greg, okay. Well, Greg, let's get some cookies, shall we?
All right.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, Greg. So I think I found another book.
Yeah.
We just stick this with the DVD and everything else.
Sure, I'll make sure we check that out on my card for you. Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that. Now the hours. What are the summer hours for the library?
The same as all year long. So at the main library, we're open from 9 to 9, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, Friday and Saturday, and from 2 to 5 on Sundays.
Probably slightly different hours at the different branches.
Yeah, those are a little different. You can find out all about that at the website, www.sheppardlibrary.org. That's SHEPPARD library.org. We're also on all the social media that you need to be on: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Got to check out our Pinterest site. Pinterest has a lot of readers advisory. If you like to read mysteries, we've pinned up a bunch of really great stuff on that. That's actually being followed nationwide, our Pinterest site. So you should go and look.
That's neat.
Really, really good stuff. I really appreciate you coming out. We'd love to get the word out about all the services and resources. We're trying really hard to have the best of traditional library service and all of the new enhancements and things that we can add. So people need to know about it, and we appreciate you being there.
We love the library. Greg, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Have a great summer.
For old-fashioned people, what's a phone number people can call for more information?
Yeah, 329-4580, Sheppard Memorial Library.
Thanks, Greg. You have a great summer, too.
You too.